Hey guys, my name is Johan and welcome to The Blueprint. The Blueprint is your podcast if you're someone who wants to be a high performing individual, and I'll also provide you with the skill set and the tools and the strategies to improve your life by developing self-confidence and healthy habits as well. And if you are watching this on YouTube for the first time, guys, if you could like, subscribe and leave me a comment, I'll be truly appreciative as well. And if you're wondering who I am, I'm a coach, guys, and what I basically do is in my coaching business is I help improve people's lives by creating healthy habits. I help people become high-performing individuals as well, and I also help people develop healthy habits as well. And the key to what I do, guys, is basically what I preach and what I teach is things that I've actually implemented in my life as well. And as I grow, I want to share my tools and my visions and my strategies to help you become a better person as well. So again, welcome to the podcast as well. So, guys, if you don't know me well, I'm a big person of faith. And what I mean by faith is I'm a big Christian and I follow Jesus, and I don't care what religion you follow, but if you follow a higher power, then this is going to be a truly intriguing podcast for you. So last Sunday, guys, we went to church twice, and it was such an amazing night and day. It was absolutely brilliant experience. And throughout that whole service, if you want to call it, I felt like I had this word of, are you living your life as an observer of life, or are you participating in life? And I think that's going to be my motto in life. Now, if you don't know what the difference is, basically, if you're an observer of life, I believe that 90% of people live this way, where basically they watch life go by. So basically, an observer would be someone who will say, you know what, we've got a high homeless rate in our country. Things are expensive, or, it would be great if the government done this. It would be good if one day I had the money to do that. I would love to travel one day. They talk about things they would love to do, but they generally don't do anything to follow up with their vision, dream, or assumption. So just to give you some clarity, if you're a person that is very passionate about homelessness and you think it's a serious problem, but if you're just standing out there watching the world go by but not doing anything about it, and it's something that really triggers you, then you're actually called an observer of life. You're a person who will find the problems. You might have some solutions out there, but you're not willing to do the work to make a change. And this is a very deep conversation today, because a lot of people, unfortunately, guys, like I said, 90% of people live a life of observant. They just observe the life. They'll say, one day I'll buy a house. One day I'll buy an investment property. One day I'll start that business. And you know what? 4, 5, 6 years later, they've done nothing. And I'm not having a go at you if you're an observer, but what I'm having a go at you about, if you're complaining about things in your life or about the world and you're not prepared to do anything, then I've got a problem with that. That's just the honest truth, guys, right? And the other thing as well is people who are an observer don't have a definitive purpose in life. They will tell you that they want to do something, but they can't tell you fluidly what they want to do in life and how they're going to do it. Now, I was this person once, and I've got a big goal. My wife and I have got a big mission and vision statement that we want to follow. It's a massive legacy. And I was an observer, because even though I'm working on these things, I was never transparent about what I want to do in life, because I was afraid about what people were going to be thinking and all that kind of stuff. But if you're a person who wants to be a participant of life, you're going to do 100% the opposite of what the observer person does. So just to make it more specific and more simpler, a person who has direction, a person who has pure purpose, a person who finds a problem, finds a solution, but then goes out there and does the work, they're called a participant. They don't say, one day I'm going to travel to this country. They make that happen. They don't say, one day I'm going to buy an investment property or a house. They make that happen. That is a participant of life. If you're a person who is a servant leader, you could say that you're a servant leader, but if you're just giving instructions away, you're an observer. A participant will get off their butt, will do the work, and show other people how things are meant to get done. That is the difference between an observer and a participant. And I've made a clinical choice, guys, that I'm going to live my life by being a participant. And that means doing the things that you don't want to do. That means things doing that are, inconvenient for yourself. How many times have we all said, including myself, well, I would love to do this, but it's too hard or I can't be bothered. That's an observer mentality. But a person who wants to participate will say, yes, I can't be bothered doing X, Y, Z, but I'm prepared to get off my butt and try this new experience. That is the difference between an observer and a participant. So, guys, we've got a family legacy goal that we want to achieve. We want to buy 16 properties to help our church when one day my wife and I pass on to another life, right? And we're not just saying it, we're doing it in the background, okay? So we're buying things, we're doing things, we're working our ass off, and knowingly that we're actually sacrificing a lot of time and resources for this vision and mission. That's because we made a decision to be a participant of life. Hopefully that makes sense. And I believe being a participant of life is the most happiest way to live life. So now you know the differences between both. You know what my thoughts are as well. The next question you're going to be asking yourself is, well, if I'm an observer, how do I actually become a participant? And I think that is a fundamental and good question if you've asked that yourself. Because I believe there are 5 main pillars in life, and I've talked about this many times. There's things like community, wealth, career, relationships, and spiritual beliefs, right? And if you can work on all those 5 things that I've just talked about, you're going to be on your way to being a participant of life as well. So what I recommend you do tonight, guys, is after you've watched this episode, really get a piece of paper. On one section on the left-hand side, you can write an observer. And on the right-hand side, say participant. And on both sides, I actually want you to think, where do you really stand in life? Ask yourself the question, the truth. Are you an observer or a participant of life? And I believe we all have the capability to actually achieve that greatness. But you've really got to believe in yourself. And you really got to believe and want to be a participant in life. And this is going to be my motto going forward, guys. So this is all we're going to be focusing on and talking about on today's episode. I wanted to make it short, concise, and clear as well for you guys too. So hopefully you've got some value out of today's episode as well, guys. And like I said, if you are watching this for the first time, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be truly appreciative. Next week for myself, guys, I've got an interstate trip, which I'm looking forward to, guys. And I'm going to be participating in a few events as well. Absolutely love that word. It just gives me such a burning desire to just keep growing and keep pushing the limits, guys. Hopefully that resonates with yourself as well. So, guys, have an incredible week. God bless, and keep that vision and mission in your life and keep growing as well, guys. And let's stay in touch and let's grow together. So peace out and speak to you soon, my friends. Take care.